Some of you guys may know me. Most of you guys don't, because I am new to this whole video thing. I really don't do this too much, but I did decide that tired of doing all this writing every day, so take a little break from that and start doing a little bit more videos, get my face out there a little bit more. I am what I consider myself a political activist. I have been an atheist now for about 10 years. I live in North Augusta, South Carolina. I am been living here since birth. I have served in the military. I just recently got done with 4 years of service. That includes 15 months of combat experience in Iraq. I've served in the military mainly as a mental health specialist, so even on that end, I've seen quite a bit. But the whole purpose of this video today is actually going to be one of many videos supposed to be talking about the destruction of religion and what it does to people. For starters, we all know about how it causes so many wars in the world, that most of our wars that we fight is caused by religion. You got the religious extremists, the jihads, this whole civil war mess in Iraq is mainly because of religion. We all know that the Palestinians and the Israelis, they have been fighting each other for centuries over religion. So we all know the destructibility of religion on that end. We also know the destructibility of religion on the end of extremist fanatics, in terms of them taking over countries, also in terms of them doing terrorist attacks. We've seen this, the Twin Towers were knocked down, the responsibility of religious fanatics. And so we know that on that end, but what we really don't look at in terms of it causing wars and chaos is that we really don't even start to turn to look at our own backyard, what's going on in our own country. And you might be saying to yourself, well, there's no wars going on in our own country over this religion. Maybe not in the physical sense, but definitely there are some external conflicts constantly going on between churches, between households. As a matter of fact, I just seen on the local news that a pastor was arrested. Apparently there was a shootout on the church campus, whereas some older members of the church felt one way about how they should proceed, and some of the newer members just totally disagreed, and ultimately it ended violently. But also, even in my very own church, old church, violence breaking out, just breaking out all over the place now, because they seem to want to get rid of this one pastor that they had for ages, and it seems to be a dance split down the middle, 50-50, as far as who wants him to stay and who wants him to go. Something I don't really like to get involved with, but I like to show that religion has, in effect, caused this because of the simple fact that if you didn't have this religion in the first place, then you're going to have this whole mess going on in the church. And then, of course, you got the whole crap about half of the church believe that it's a sin to ask the pastor to go. And that doesn't help the situation at all, because none of them are rational to begin with. So how are you going to get these fools to think rational when they've been taught their whole life not to think rationally? But my next point, though, that I want to go over is the extremism that you see as far as the Taliban taking over Afghan and the way they treated the Afghan women and the Afghan population in general. Looking at Iran, the totalitarian style government that religion creates is not one that we should be trying to achieve. It's very, very destructive and very counterproductive. And it simply just oppresses people. And religion even has oppressed people in our own nation. The last 8 years has been nothing but hardcore oppression that I didn't even know was possible in the U.S. And it's like taking pages out of a totalitarian style state from the Middle East and putting it in here. It has been so horrible. It has oppressed not only non-deists but Muslims and other Christians who don't necessarily see eye to eye with the fundamentalist Christians and the right-wing Christians that has been in power for the past 8 years, that finally have lost that power but getting to lose that power. They were even oppressed when they didn't agree to the exact dogma as these right-wings and fundamental Christians were. So we have seen this oppression not just worldwide but in our own backyard. We have seen these wars and tensions worldwide for centuries, and now I want to go over about the blocking of the technology. We know that evolution is taught in school, and I thought we knew why, but apparently we don't. Evolution is taught in school because we are supposed to be educating our kids rationally on what how the universe works, and basically that's what we're doing by teaching the evolution and selective process. Now they got this philosophy that we need to teach creationism. Teaching creationism in school is going to be very counterproductive. What purpose does this serve? To get them a taste of the side, something that they have got shoved in their throat since they was a baby in the first place? So you give them a taste of this other side, and then now what? Now these people are not going to be educated. They're already losing so much of their scientific education. What is going to happen once you open the doors and allow creationism to be taught in school, taken away from other curriculums? And so I believe that's why America is producing far less scientific minds in today's society than it has before, and this is why the scientific America's hope is right now is down the drains, and we have a lot of catching up to do. And even the president came out and stated that we have tons and tons of work to do in the scientific community. And the next thing I want to sum up on is the persecution and the conviction now of the non-deists and those who don't believe in the same way. People all of a sudden don't believe in this whole philosophy that some great being in the sky created all this and this is a test. People don't want to believe this, and now these right wings and these hardcore Christians and conservatives are coming out and saying, you must believe this. If you don't believe this, you're going to burn in hell. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it, and I don't want you teaching that to our kids, the future of this great nation.